all country leaders. I'm Supachai Chearavanont, CEOs of True Corporations and Vice Chairman of CP Group. Again, you could say that I represented the private sector. I would like to call upon you regarding the climate change issues, which is issues that is we know raising changes all around the world. The temperatures and the degrees where it's actually changed the climate and the cycles of many natural cycles. From my point of view, I would like to say that a lot of climate change have to do with how the companies and industry are responsible for the carbon footprint. So if that can be somehow regulated, then the private sectors or the industry will be forced to come up with different innovations to again implement the zero carbon footprint, so that the industry could be more neutral in terms of giving out all these carbon levels. The second big issues is about the deforestations. Deforestations come with problems which is more complex, and that is, have to do with the poverties. It have to do with the reinforcement of the rule of laws on the forest. But most of all, poverties and the fact that people are not taking care of the forest. Now, how to get the communities that are close by to actually protect the forest? A lot of issues is about the rights or the titles of the farming lands, how they can actually live well, doing what they have to do in the areas that are very clear of what they can make a living off. And by giving the concessions to the communities, knowing that concessions is not only for them to make a living and draw a clear lines, but also to let them take care of the forest. So the right to use the land nearby the forest can become a great tools and instruments for the communities and local communities, people, to actually not invading the forest further, as well as protecting the forest. Incentive by the government and the clear boundaries, and then followed by the rule of laws, and definitely that would come with the private sectors having the confidence also to partners with the communities or local communities nearby. So this is, again, might not apply to all countries, but in countries such as in the Asian regions, a lot of deforestations happens because of the uncleared land for making a living for the native and local people. So that would be my two recommendations that I would like to call on the leaders of each country to see what can you do to make this become very clear. Lastly, I would like to say that to make any significant change in everything, the top leaders have to make the commitment. You can't really pass on the commitment or pass on to somebody else. But if the top leaders can give the importance and prioritize, knowing that climate change is what's gonna really make a lot of impact to every country, everyone in the world in a negative way, this must become your priorities. And once you give it the priorities, then a lot of bureaucratic issues, a lot of constraints, a lot of reinforcement of rule of laws, a lot of regulation needed could be implemented. So that would be my last recommendation. Thank you.